Namaste. Blessed be to see you all here. Well, I want to first of all tell you that there was a memorial service here yesterday for Lynn Jones. Many of you may have known her. She was a member of this church when Bill Curtis was the minister here, and was a practitioner in this place. So we're blessing Lynn on her journey as she's crossed the threshold to the next plane. And I am talking this month about big words being the key to big ideas. Big words, big ideas. The first week I talked about, what did I talk about? Entelechy. Entelechy is an Aristotelian philosophical concept that the actuality that we create is different than the potentiality we have. And probably all of us are not quite living up to that potential. And what we are is an entelechy. The actuality that we have now is different from the potentiality we have. Hopefully your actuality is better because you know principles of science of mind. Last week I talked about exegesis. Exegesis is the translating or interpreting of a literary passage, especially the Bible. And really, we have a whole life full of things that come to us through our eyes that need to have interpretation so that we get the real meaning behind whatever the text says, or the subtitles in our life. I'm at an age now where I put the subtitles on all the movies. I like it like that. Oh, they were speaking Chinese. I thought I couldn't hear them. And this very day, I'm going to be speaking about the word epistemology. Epistemology. It is the study or theory of the origin, nature, or limits of knowledge. So we're moving into a concept of what limits knowledge, or is there a limit to knowledge, or what started knowledge? Where did we get our first idea? I'm pretty sure we came equipped right at the beginning. And Ernest has something important to say on that right away, and I want to tell you first because then we're going to talk about it in a bigger way. This is what Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind, says. We should approach the study of this science rationally, never expecting to derive any benefit from it that its principle does not contain. For while it is true that we are immersed in an infinite intelligence, a mind that knows all things, it is also true that this intelligence can acquaint us with its ideas only as we are able and willing to receive them. The divine mind is infinite. It contains all knowledge and wisdom, but before it can reveal its secrets, it must have an outlet. This outlet we shall be compelled to supply through our own receptive mentalities. In other words, according to Ernest, right away he has dispelled the idea that there is any limit to knowledge. And I concur with that. The mind of humans has grown immensely since the beginning of time. We know lots of stuff. How useful all that stuff is, I don't know. But if you don't know it personally, nowadays you can go on the web and get information about virtually anything. Too much information about virtually everything. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even have to be true to be on the web. So then you have to check to see if what you think you know is what you really know. And that is the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Huh? So what we're trying to do, the thing about science of mind is that our science of mind symbol, it's a circle which represents the universal presence that is encircled by the presence of spirit. It's the only thing there is. It has no edges, it has no boundaries, and every place is its center. You are a center in the universe. Every place is the center. If that seems confusing, just hold it loosely in your mind. It's a huge concept and true. So that this infinite intelligence, which gives us an opportunity to create knowledge from ideas, is working in us on a constant basis. What happens in the science of mind in that symbol, it's divided into three parts with a big V down the middle of it. And the V is an open funnel from the infinite intelligence that we are. It comes straight into us as manifested from the words that we speak, the logos. That is how things manifest. Now, it flows through a little strip through the center that we call the law. What happens is you have this idea. The idea is a spark from the infinite creator, God. And the way that it comes into manifestation is through the use of the law. The law is the power that always says yes to whatever you are saying with enough feeling behind it. Now, I'm not telling you anything I haven't told you 100 times this week. It's the only thing that I can tell you. It's the only thing I tell you every week. I just try to be entertaining. So this works by what you have your energy behind. Anything that you desire, anything that you don't desire, comes through what you say and how you feel about what you say. If you say, I have unlimited wealth, but you don't believe it, there's no energy behind that, or your energy is all into the poverty of your childhood, you are not going to manifest in entelechy, the thing that you want, the actuality. That just can't happen. And if you keep saying the same things long enough, with enough energy behind it, remember, the universe says yes. So what are you creating in your life? And is it the good that you want, or is it not the good that you want? If it's not your good, stop saying the same things. Now, here's some examples. How are you? Oh, my lumbago. Oh, I have a headache. Oh, my mother beat me. Oh, you know the phrases that you use, and those things are continuing to manifest in your life. That is not what you want. We have to turn our thinking in such a different direction. We must turn our thinking to the place where it says, this is what I want. Don't keep talking about what you don't want. So we want to manifest what we do want. Speak it, and the word is moved into your life through the power of that emotion behind your word. That's exactly what Abraham Hicks says. Every time you listen to them, raise your hand if you've listened to Abraham. All right, that's enough, at least to get us started. If you haven't seen me, I think I have a few copies left. They have been going on for like 20 years. They say the same thing every single time. They're quite entertaining. So apparently it's a pattern around here. But they say your emotions will tell you if you're going in the right direction with your word. So your emotions, if your emotions have you not liking your life, they're saying, choose a different emotion. You're going in the wrong direction. Move your view just a little bit, and your life will change. So now I want to talk about the study and method of knowledge. So there's the scientific method. You know, we all learned about that in school. The scientific method proves things. It proves things unequivocally. There is no argument about it once science has proven it to be true. Except that I've noticed things change. But what hypothesis? I create an experiment, I try the experiment, and then I either change my hypothesis or change my experimentation to find, if it didn't work, to come into alignment with what the truth is going to be. And we now have some incredible knowledge about things through that most wonderful methodology. That is very wonderful. But the thing I've also noticed is that what that method produces as a fact is not necessarily the truth. There is a larger truth behind all the facts, and sometimes we let the facts pull us thinking that that's the truth. And the thing that I love about science of mind is we have a lot of scientists and engineers and methodologically, I made that word up. Did you like it? Yeah. Methodologically oriented people. Because they understand what I understand, which is you can prove a lot of facts, and there's still a great deal of mystery that will never be proven. So I think about the quote from Einstein where he says, I just want to know the mind of God. Oh, ha, 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 ha. The human mind cannot wrap itself, the finite human mind cannot wrap itself around the infinite. We have a hard time with things just as they are, with these oddball phrases like, there are no edges to the universe. and every point in it is the center. All right? I'm getting my mind around that. It's God. So you can't wrap your mind around it. You have to stay in the mystery. And the mystery is the marvelous part about the universe. The facts are wonderful and wondrous in their own way as well. But the truth is, it's not about the knowledge. Now back to that science mind symbol, I'll do it for you. Here's the circle, here's these two lines, there's a V. It comes straight down from God into manifestation. But then there's the other half of the V, and it comes up in a moving line. There's a little curve at the end of it. Well, what's that got to do with anything? It just looks like a V. But it doesn't. What it means is, when that infinite idea comes to us, and it comes into manifestation, we take the knowledge that we got from that, and we apply it in our lives, and it becomes wisdom. And wisdom is our gift back to God. And it's dynamic. It moves. It moves us, and it moves into the intelligence that is all there is. So that we are proving for ourselves the principles of science of mind. And the principles of science of mind actually do have validity through that scientific claim. Now,